Okay, hold on. I want to try something. Okay, I'm assuming that worked. I'm hoping that worked. No! Well. Don't worry, Jack. You'll get your sandstorm.
Here we go.
Maybe not now, but eventually.
Let's play. Time to act. What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good. Body and mind.
Ah.
Well, well. Looks like we meet again, traveler.
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you. Bow before the abyss.
This is order.
Here we go.
Oop.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword. Incinerate. Motion to compel.
This guy's okay. He's kind of basic. Ah, bitch.
Solidify.
Wrap up a flame. Rain cutter. Incinerate.
Stabilize. Order guide. Gather.
Time for takeoff. Yahoo! Motion to compel.
Stop moving, bro. Oh, okay.
Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. We faced others like him before. What's wrong this time?
I was doing okay.
Though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are.
I still must find my brother.
Your brother? Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial?
Oh yeah, you're right.
His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
Ah, so sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that?
'Cause I just had a fucking... My mind was teleported somewhere. Sorry, I kind of zoned out for a second.
Are you okay? That's really not like you. Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first. Whoa! Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
The fucking apples next to her are the size of... They're bigger than her head.
Who is there? Tighnari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tighnari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
I see. So, you're friends of Tighnari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Is it a little round creature?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendroarchon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh, and then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me.
Sounds like a great neighbor.
Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tighnari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul. Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later. Alright, we're up, Traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup. You'll love them, Hypatia. They're our specialties after all.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tighnari came to visit.
Yeah, like why is Paimon so hard to convince right now? We have truly experienced some weird shit.
Are you already finished cooking?
Oh.
Smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this.
Oh, make box lunch. Cute.
All done! Let's use the empty box that Tighnari
you already finished cooking? Smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cook... Even though everything you mentioned was in Tighnari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth.
I think I understand.
Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though, it appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa, you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa, so knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Aren't you afraid of the risks, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself, and they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Huh. Is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do.
Huh?
The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical.
Reminds me of the dream I saw from the Aranara.
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard,
That's so
enrolled as a
sad.
student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life, I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me.
Thanks, Hypatia.
There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
Heading out, I see? If there's anything else you'd ever like to ask about, you know where to find me. Even though that little neighbor of mine was able to induce a state of dreaming, I doubt they were able to control the actual contents of the dream. The end of your dream seemed quite terrifying. Perhaps there's something that's troubling you deep inside? Not to worry, though. I'm sure you'll be able to handle whatever comes your way in the real world. As someone from Sumeru who cannot dream, I needn't ever worry about nightmares. But lately, I've started to feel that I'm somehow missing something without dreams. It's a little hard to explain. Heading out, I see? If there's Sumeru researchers use Spirit-born Ale to assist them in connecting with Irminsul to extract knowledge from it. Though the process can be risky, we believe that the knowledge gained is worth it. Unfortunately, I cannot help you understand your dream. At least not yet. I'm still learning how to attune to the depths of Irminsul myself. I hope that I'll be able to ascend past Satyavada life and gain deeper insights. Heading out, I see? I've heard local children here in the rainforest speaking of fairy-like creatures. But I'm from Sumeru City and have never heard of such things when I was a child. Perhaps this is because I had a very strict upbringing. My parents would seldom allow me to play with other children. I doubt they'd ever believe me if I told them about my little neighbor out here. And speaking of my little neighbor, I think they can somehow sense when Tighnari is coming to visit me. I've noticed on several occasions that as they're playing under the trees, they'll suddenly tense up and scamper away for no apparent reason. Shortly after they do this, Tighnari always shows up here.
They don't like him.
Perhaps I should ask Tighnari about this the next time I see him. Heading out, I see? If there's anything, take care. Do remember to come visit anytime you're in the area. I would be happy to chat with you.
Traveling around here is so fun.
Think about it, Tighnari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tighnari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Yo, okay, this old guy. First of all, sounds like an old guy. Second, look at him. He's styling.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tighnari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master?
I like him.
If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tighnari, but you...
Get him!
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Don't look at me. I'll kick your ass, old man.
Tighnari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the Academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
That's right. We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Thanks.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Immorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! But wait, before that...
We need to say goodbye to Kale.
That's right! Tighnari, we have something something important to say to Kale before we leave. Is she doing better now?
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tighnari. All right, let's go.
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
The rainforest is the best place to live.
I love him. He's
Kale
so
is waiting at
cute.
the northmost crossing of Gandharvaville. You should be able to find her there. Don't you worry about Kale. I'll look after her. I'll find a way to understand the relationship between the withering and her disease. Kale is waiting at the northmost crossing of It seems there's a major project underway at the Academia, and my master has also joined the effort. But I can't afford to leave Gandharvaville now. Things are not going well here in the rainforest, and Kale needs someone to watch over her. Besides, I was never one for all the pomp and circumstance of life at the Academia. Given that my master hasn't come to give me an earful personally tells me that my presence is not as sorely needed as they make it out to be. In fact, the letter he sent to me was uncharacteristically polite. Kale is waiting at the northmost crossing of Gandharvaville. Farewell, traveler.
See, I love nerds, but I also love nerds who are like, fuck the Academy. Like, I like him. Yes, I do want to try to get him. Honestly, I think I will, because my next 5-star is a guaranteed like banner 5-star. And I'm pretty sure I'm like 50 or 60 wishes in or something. And I'm willing to waste it on this guy. I like him. Where is she? Oh.
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey. Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Please take care of yourself, Kale.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend, not some girl that needs your sympathy. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another. There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you. Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you. Oh? What is it? It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting is a little, messy, so please don't laugh. Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like. I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville.
Of course we will.
Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The Rangers will always be ready to assist you here. I hope you have a safe trip to Sumeru City and get to meet the Dendro Archon there. I'm much better now. I'll be back on patrol again starting tomorrow. Even though I'm not quite ready to help Master clear the Withering Zones yet, there is still plenty of other tasks for me to handle. Oh, and Traveler, if you ever see Amber again during your travels, please don't mention my illness to her.
Aww. What?
Amber knows about my case of Elazar and what's happened in my past. her about my condition getting worse. I
Damn.
guess I just don't want her to worry about me. If the need arises, I'll tell her about it myself. Alright, we understand, Kale. I hope you have a safe trip to Sumeru City and get to meet the Dendro Archon. Kinda hard to believe the Master Tighnari can cook, isn't it? His culinary techniques are very polished, but his taste is a little, unusual. It's not really his fault, though. He just has a sensitive tongue and nose, so he prefers much lighter flavors. The last time I went a little too heavy on the spices for my pita pockets, Master started having a sneezing fit. Of course, I never heard the end of it after that. I hope you have a safe trip to Sumeru City and get to meet the Dendro Archon there. See you later! Be sure to come back often. Even though Master didn't admit it, I'm sure he wants to see you again.
Cute. She's cute.
Let's play!
Oh. Hehehe.
What a find! I wonder how many bottles this will be worth.
Cute. Alright, I think I'm gonna save the next, like, Archon quest for next time. But maybe I will do some wishes. Just a few. Damn, okay. Hey! Yay! That was much quicker than I was expecting. But I guess I was pretty high up there. Cool, okay, 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 okay. Hehehe.
Huh? Huh?
His ears when it poofed. Oh my god, he's so cute. I'm so easily impressed. Oh my god, he's gonna make me cry. I love boys with animal ears.
Huh? Huh?
Ah! strange noises that his body makes. Wow, cool. Okay, I can only get him to level 20. That's fine. We'll do this later. A young researcher well versed in botany who currently serves as a forest watcher in I don't know where we are. Avidia Forest. He's a straight shooter with a warm heart and a dab hand at guiding even the dullest of pupils. He has large ears, a long tail, and a slightly delicate face. If a less discerning eye were to appraise him, he might even look like some kind of small, rare animal native to the forests. But anyone who has even been acquainted with him will know that there is clarity to his words and steadiness in his bearing. So cute.
Hi there, I'm Tighnari, Forest Watcher of the Avidia Forest. My duty is to preserve both the rainforest's ecosystem and the safety of its visitors. If this is your first time here, I suggest you first peruse the Avidia Forest Survival Guide, paying particular attention to the chapter distinguishing between edible and poisonous mushrooms. If you press a leaf between dry sheets of paper, you can make an attractive and handy bookmark. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of the learning process. The value of knowledge cannot simply be quantified in monetary terms. I'm used to the rain, but you should probably use an umbrella. I applied a plant-based waterproofing oil to my tail. One swish, and it's dry. The thunder's so loud. My head hurts.
Oh.
I don't see weather like this very often. Oh, are you cold? If you want, you can tuck your hands into my tail.
Oh my god, stop.
My ears! My ears! They're going to be blown inside out. It's so hot. Even a mist flower would melt in this heat. Now that I think about it, it wouldn't. But you'll get what I mean. Oh. Listen. That's the sound of dew dripping upon the leaves. During lunch breaks, I like to sit in a tree and admire the sunlight streaming through the canopy. If I'm not careful, I'll fall asleep.
So cute.
Good evening. I'm preparing to go observe bioluminescent flora. Wanna come? Get some sleep. I'll be on guard duty. It'll be a good time to write today's patrol log entry. I studied botany in the Amorta Darshan. My academic advisor wanted me to join the faculty after graduation. But to be quite honest, I prefer a somewhat freer research environment. From my observations, the way that the academia handles certain matters leaves much to be desired. Fortunately, my advisor didn't push the issue. Not like that would have worked. I believe that the best way to achieve mutual understanding with someone is to spend time with them. Other methods are less realistic. That's why there is no need to rush introductions. Time will settle everything. I've heard about the Aranara for some time now, but I haven't personally seen any. Sometimes, I hear rustling sounds from the forest depths, but they disappear when I go closer. That's a good thing, though. At least they know how to protect themselves. Unlike those stupid adventurers whose first thought when they run into an Avidia leopard is, "Ooh, maybe I'll form an interspecies friendship today." Did you know that plants can camouflage themselves? Some mimic insects or birds to intimidate their natural predators. Others produce bait to attract pollinators. And still others are obligate carnivores that utilize enticing fragrances or honey to lure in their prey. I feel like I'm not just talking about plants anymore. Are you acclimating to the rainforest? I suggest that you keep your eyes and ears open. Take care of yourself, and if anything happens, just flag down a forest ranger. Leaves and flowers often drop onto the ground of the Avidia forest, sometimes perfectly intact. Leaving them on the ground would be such a pity. I can't help but pick them up and keep them as biological specimens. They can be used as educational materials for forest rangers or as decorative pieces. Very versatile. This may sound strange, but although the blood of a carnivore runs through my veins, mushrooms are the one food that I can't give up. There are so many species of edible mushrooms. Whether fresh or dried, they all give off a unique scent. Even when stewed with meat, it's the mushroom's aroma that comes out on top. My olfactory system is overly sensitive, so I lack the good fortune to enjoy heavily spiced foods. Quite the shame in Sumeru. Excellent ingredients and impeccable seasoning. In short, it's delicious. Nice flavor pairing. Could you give me a copy of the recipe? I want to put this on the menu for the Forest Ranger's next meal. Do I need to teach you some new recipes?
He's so cute.
I'll lead the way. Who ate a poisonous mushroom this time? Let's go gather some samples.
Oh my god, he's so cute. Ah! The fuck is this? Alright, well he's not gonna be able to like do anything without dying instantly. But we can fuck around a little bit. I don't know, bro. Let's see.
Let's go gather some samples.
He's so cute.
One with the forest.
Oh, his little bomb creates illusions that distract the opponent. Okay, let me try using him, and not die immediately.
Ha! Ha!
Ooh. Playing Dead by Daylight with Paimon's voice in the background. Oh, he's so fast! What the fuck? Hold on.
Keep up.
He feels faster than other characters.
Leave it all to me.
Can't see.
Heh.
Ha! Cha! Cha! Ha! Hoom!
That's pretty handy. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sa! Ha!
What do you do? Oh, they're both bow, huh? The fuck?
I'll uproot you.
Ooh.
Cha!
Just like we rehearsed.
Cute!
Cha! Cha! Hoom! Hoom!
Isn't he cute? I love him.
Sa! One with the forest.
Oh. Oh, it's a little boomerang! That's cute. Does it do anything if I hold it? Oh boy.
Steady as stone.
Cute.
Keep up.
Oh, okay. Thanks for stopping by.
One thing after another. Ha! Keep up. Let's nip that in the bud.
He's so cute.
Can't see. Ha!
Practice on for size.
I'll uproot you. Hoom! Keep up. Ha! Hoom! Ha!
Wow. I like him. The fuck is a plant ostrich? What? He's so cute. Look at this guy. Jack, look at him. He's so cute.
Huh? Huh?
The way his tail poofs up too. God, he's so cute. Wow.
Come a little closer.
Let's dance. Just like we rehearsed.
Surrendering.
La, la, la,
Oh, she gets so much faster.
Come on, we can do it. Try this off the side. Just like we rehearsed.
Oh.
Nice and split.
Cool. Alright, well, I'm gonna stop for a bit. So cute. Okay, bye bye.